What is up, YouTube? It is Docky Style Gaming, or DSG, and we're back at it again with another Warframe video today. And on today's video, I kind of just wanted to make a video talking about what I expect to see from Tennocon tomorrow, or technically in a couple hours, but I haven't made a video on it. I wanted to kind of cover it. I know a lot of people have too, but there's some things I think we're going to see that hasn't been mentioned, or things that we're going to see that they're kind of hiding and keeping in the back burner, kind of like they did with Plains. So I'm just going to get straight into it. The first thing I kind of expect us to see, which we all probably know about already, is the Venus open world. They said it was going to be massively bigger than the Plains. We kind of know a bit of details about it, like the new faction, Solaris United. There was some data mine stuff that was leaked too, which I'm not going to cover. And then I'm wondering what the new day-night cycle creature is going to be. We know how that feature is going to work because they showed it off in the dev stream with the polar ice caps, how they melt. And that kind of is their whole day-night cycle, letting you know when you should be out and when you shouldn't. But we don't know what type of creature we're going to fight, if any, honestly, on Venus. But it's apparently big enough. The new open world is going to be big enough where they managed to add vehicles in the game for us to ride around in. So if they have to add a car, well, at least what it looks like, a tumbler in their open world, expect it to be pretty damn big. So that's the first thing I definitely expect us to see, is for sure the new Venus open world tile set. And then the next thing that I expect us to see, that they kind of do every year at Tennocon, to show off the next prime. Now, going in order, we should be getting another male frame next. And in order after Limbo, it would be Chroma. So it's likely to assume that we're going to be getting a Chroma Prime pretty soon. Or, well, technically in 3 months, because every 3 months is when we get our new Prime. I personally wanted Chroma Prime before Limbo Prime, but I know there's Limbo fans out there that are happy we got Limbo right now. But I can't wait for Dragon Prime. I wonder what weapons he's going to come with, because they always show off the weapons that the Prime comes with as well. And I want to see his design, see if it's better than the Dynasty skin, because the Dynasty skin looks fantastic right now. So they kind of have to top themselves when it comes to the look for Chroma Prime. But that's the next thing I expect us to see at Tennocon, which is Chroma Prime. Now, on to this bit of information that not a lot of people have covered, and I'm not 100% sure why, but since the sacrifice is out, I guess I can kind of talk about it a bit more. But on our new Umbra mods, there is a perk that is Tau Resist. And for those of you who don't know, the Sentient is from the Tau system. And that leads me to assume that we're going to be resistant to a lot of sentient type things, or because it says Tau, we might be getting the Tau system coming up, and that might be what they're hiding in the game, or why they wanted to kind of release the sacrifice before Tennocon, because they said they wanted to do it because they were trying to avoid spoilers at Tennocon. But personally, I believe they were trying to do it because what they're going to show is going to be something pretty massive that you probably won't understand unless you have played the sacrifice. And as we know, at the end of the sacrifice, Lotus says she's going to return to her mother and go back home. And like I said, the Sentients are from the Tau system. And then I guess in our real world, there is there's the Tau Ceti, I believe is what it's called. And it is a star in a constellation. And the constellation, funny enough, called Cetus. So, which leads me to assume, even if we don't get a brand new solar system, because we've kind of been running on this one for 5 years now, even if we don't get a whole new solar system with multiple planets, I expect us to get something, whether it just be one big planet where all the sentients reside, Hunhow and whatnot, or we're going to get like 3 smaller rocks that kind of act as planets for the Tau system or its constellation that it's in. And I assume that's probably their biggest surprise that they're going to probably tease and show off at Tennocon, is a whole new, like I said, I won't say a whole new solar system, but at least brand new planets for our star chart. Because like I said, again, we've been using the same planets for 5 years now. And there's only so much you can do at the exact same places for 5 years straight. So I do expect us to at least see one new world at least, possibly more. Like I said, mainly the Sentience home place, because all the Umbra mods say Tau resist, and again, the Tau system is where the Sentients reside and are from. Now, on to the next point that I expect them to show off, which we kind of know about as well, is Vlad, or the Revenant frame. They're probably going to show off him a bit more, his finished abilities, finished ability kit at least, and they'll probably reveal his real name like they tend to do, like when they reveal Titania, when they revealed Octavia, you know, whatnot. So they'll probably give us the official name for Vlad or the Revenant vampire like Warframe. And again, this kind of ties into the Tau system because he is a sentient Warframe. It would lead me to assume that whether it be another quest that we're going to get, or if there's missions that we do on this new Tau system, quote fingers, Tau system, is going to be how we obtain Vlad, because he is a sentient Warframe. So that's kind of what I'm expecting them to show off with Vlad. And then because I mentioned quest, I do expect them to tease a new quest as well. Again, this kind of ties into why they wanted us to play the sacrifice before Tennocon, is because they're probably going to tease what happens after Lotus leaves us, whether it be a mini trailer or a mini cutscene or something like that. But they'll probably tease something about the new story quest. And hell, the new story quest could be how we obtain Vlad, again, who is a sentient Warframe and could tie into the sentience, the Tau system, and everything like that. So that's what I expect too. So of course Vlad, the sentient Warframe, and then a new story quest teaser. And then the last thing that I don't expect them to show, but there's a possibility of them showing, are brand new Umbras, or a brand new Umbra coming to the game. Now, me personally, I'm really iffy on the situation. Part of me doesn't really want new Umbras, just because I like how exclusive Excalibur is right now. And then on top of that, being somebody who collects every frame in the game, I don't delete my basic ones when I get a prime. Having essentially three of the same frames could be a bit irritating, especially considering outside of one ability, maybe, and a slight stat increase, Umbras are going to be identical to their prime variants and their basic variants. And then on top of that, it might defeat the whole purpose of a prime access, because it's like, why would we buy a prime access if the Umbra is going to come out and be better than the prime? So I think they possibly could show off new Umbras, but I hope they don't. Like I said, I'm on the fence. Like I said, I'd be okay if they did, because I already don't really buy prime accesses anyway, and plus more mastery, so why not? But part of me doesn't want them to, and then part of me is okay if they do release new Umbras. But that's just how I personally feel on the subject of Umbras. I kind of want Excalibur to stay the way he is, Excalibur Umbra to stay the way he is, stay kind of exclusive to those people who have completed all the story quests in game, you know, and have a sense of achievement. And actually, for console players at least, we have a chance to have a more powerful Excalibur. Something that Excalibur needed greatly was an upgrade. He's the poster boy of Warframe, so at least he gets a pretty good, you know, I guess for us, prime, quote, you know, prime variation to him, even though it's an Umbra. But again, that's all I personally expect from Tennocon. So a quick breakdown. I expect them to show off the new Venus open world, Chroma Prime, a new system, whether it be the Tau system, a new world, or multiple worlds. And then I expect them to show off Vlad, the Revenant, Vampire, Sentient Warframe. There's actually a lot of descriptions for that. And then a new tease for the next story quest. And then, of course, possibly new Umbras. But that's just me. That's what I expect them to show off and possibly show off. Who knows? Tennocon is in a couple of... Well, it's in less than 24 hours at least. So we'll see pretty soon. And again, remember, if you have Twitch, link your Twitch account, watch Tennocon for 30 minutes, because then you can get Ash Prime. So there's that. But that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to make a quick video just saying what I expect to see and what I'm hoping to see from this Tennocon. Like I said, nothing, I don't feel like it's going to shock me too much, but if they do, props to DE. If not, I'll still be happy with everything that I listed if this is all that we do just get that they show off. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'll be streaming in probably 2-3 hours, maybe less. And I'll catch you on the next one, and I'll catch you on the stream if you decide to stop by. Peace.